All right, today I made up the rod tubes for the rod holders, which will be on the side of the console, right? And to do that, what I like them, you know, first of all, I like them at a 45-degree angle. So when you put a rod in here, the reel wedges up against this and it holds the rod and reel in position and keeps it from spinning and hitting the console, all right, and marring the console. So this locks it in. If you have a trigger grip, the trigger part prevents that from happening. It won't lock into the wedge, so I create a notch in the back. So a trigger grip reel seat, the trigger will rest in this notch and keep the rod outfit from spinning. And if you have a spinning reel, right, with the long stem, the spinning reel outfit drops in here and the stem of the reel locks into position here and keeps that from spinning back and forth. Right? So, and always a curious George. And then to keep the whole tube from moving, underneath the rod rack, the bottom piece, remember there'll be two pieces holding this in place, right? A mid and a bottom. On the bottom of this rack, I run a small piece of starboard, about a ½ an inch across, right across the 4 holes. So when this sets in, this notch in the bottom locks the tube in place and keeps the whole tube from spinning. So everything is nice and tight. Nothing is moving around on the console, rods spinning around, the reel handles hitting the console and marring the paint. So it's a nice job. It's a little bit time consuming, but it's a good job and it's done the right way. And then the other thing I'm doing here, I'm using this little edging knife. When you cut on the CNC machine, you get very sharp edges, so this just smooths that edge out. And also I'm removing some onion skin. When we cut these, we leave a little piece of material to keep the piece from moving as it's cut on the CNC machine, but it leaves, as you can see here, little thin pieces of material. So this knife is used then to remove that onion skin and clean it all up. So all the starboard pieces have to be cleaned up before we can actually install them and start constructing.